Good afternoon, sir. Are you Kirk Edwin Jensen?
Yes, I have documents in here that I just filed with the clerk, and I need to submit them here.
Is that this thing called non-statutory abatement?
That's it.
All right, I got it. I provided a copy to Miss Davis. It's entitled Kirk Edwin Jensen, Reign Citizen, Reign of Heavens, a set apart place for that address. Non-statutory abatement. File number 23660ST, charges operating with no license. Charge 23661, charged with operating with no license in your possession. I don't think you can be convicted of both of those, as I said at our arraignment. And then the third count is a civil infraction, no proof of insurance. Could probably be charged as no insurance, but it was charged as a civil infraction.
I have the proof of that here.
May I see it? Right. That's the person that owned the car.
Correct. Yep.
All right. Let Debbie see that. All right. We had kind of a chase our tails around at the time of the arraignment. You are, what do you wish to be, a Reign citizen?
I have a social compact and a body politic, which gives the authority for the credentials that I had when I had given them to Mr. Brooks at the time. And
the officer that wrote the ticket.
Right. You had said that you were going to try to get those from him and see them for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know whether Ms. Davis got that or not.
We did get additional information from the agency in Detroit regarding passports, and they confirmed that they are fraudulent. So if this doesn't get resolved today with the plea as charged to these misdemeanors, then we will be amending to have felony.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're going to witness a courtroom hearing that starts like an ordinary traffic case, but quickly takes a shocking turn. The defendant confidently presents unusual legal documents, believing they protect him from the charges. But everything changes when the prosecutor reveals those documents were investigated and allegedly confirmed as fraudulent, warning that refusing to resolve the case could lead to felony charges. What seemed like a simple hearing suddenly becomes far more serious.
Charges.
People call themselves different things. The common vernacular term had become sovereign citizen.
And I do not claim that in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
I rebut that. I completely rebut that statement.
All right. Well, I tried to think of a term for it.
Well,
just a minute.
Okay.
Let me get my thoughts together here. We had a guy, Mr. Aiken, a couple of weeks ago, and we went round and round with him, and he wanted a jury trial, and he didn't show up, and then he was found in contempt, and he went to jail. And I said, well, how about willfully misinformed defendant? That's too cumbersome, or willfully ignorant defendant. And then I was laying in bed between then and now, and I thought, follow me here. Mimsy were the borough groves. It's like, what the heck does that mean? It's from the poem Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. It was written in the 1800s. It's a nonsense poem that doesn't mean anything. And more importantly, there was a science fiction story written maybe during the war called Mimsy were the borough groves. It's a very interesting story about some toys that were sent from the future back to here. It's pretty relevant right now with cell phones. And the third line is Mimsy were the borough groves. And what is a borough grove? It doesn't make any sense. So my term for these people that come in with this kind of nonsensical jabberwocky is going to be borough groves. So this is borough grove. It doesn't mean anything, and neither do your pleadings. This non-statutory abatement and all this stuff about self-claimed contracts and Exhibit B and C has no lawful effect. So the question I have here is, do you wish to have a trial on these matters, or do you wish to enter a plea to this?
So does the body politic and social compact, is that being disregarded?
Correct.
Okay, then I'll go with the trial.
All right, then I will. Do you want to have an attorney to assist you?
No.
All right. You sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. The prosecutor is going to charge you with some sort of felony charge. What charge did you have in mind, Ms. Davis?
I believe that Prosecutor Marvin looked it up, and it was fraudulent documentation, basically manufacturing fraudulent passport and a fraudulent license.
We talked about Conch Republic passports. Whatever you had, and this false passport and some claim that somehow you had an international.
All right, guys, this is where the courtroom tension really begins to build. The defendant firmly rejects the label being placed on him, while the judge responds with a memorable analogy, comparing the legal arguments to complete nonsense. Every attempt to defend the paperwork is dismissed, and the judge makes it crystal clear that these filings carry no legal weight. Then comes another major twist as the possibility of felony document fraud is discussed, raising the stakes even higher before the case heads toward trial.
Lockers, so certainly we would introduce those as exhibits.
All right. Well, you're always polite enough, but
I stand
this.
firm.
Well, this. It's,
stand
the problem
firm
with this is insidiously dangerous. People decide on their own that the rules don't apply to them, and even though they're polite and respectful, you're yanking my chain, and this is a waste of our court's time and Miss Davis's time.
I intend to prove that
All
these
right.
things are correct.
All right, maybe you do, but they aren't. This stuff is meaningless. And if everybody decided like you that they don't need a driver's license, they don't participate in our social contract, and they wish to use our public roadways and our streetlights and our court system, but hey, it doesn't apply to me, things would break down. The rule of law would cease to exist. So it's polite, but it's insidious and it's dangerous. What's next? I don't have the social contact, so I can punch somebody in the nose. I can kill somebody. I can sell drugs. The rules don't apply to me because I'm a RAIN citizen. Well, it don't work that way, at least not here in Michigan or in St. Joe County. Same rules apply to you that apply to everybody else. And you're going to get charged with a felony document fraud case. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Jury.
Yeah, the same thing. It's hypocritical. The rules don't apply to you, but you don't mind bringing in 30 of your citizens to come in and hear this.
It's going to be
stuff.
just me. It's just going to be just me.
I'm going to set for a jury trial. Mimsy, we're the Borogroves. That's what this amounts to. 'Twas brilling on their slithy ties. It's a bunch of nonsense. And so, Mr. Borogrove, I will see you on August 16th at 8:30.
Your Honor, just to clarify a few things in anticipation of that. As far as service, Mr. Jensen, will you accept service at the email that you have on this non-statutory abatement?
All right, guys. Now the judge shifts from simply ruling on legal arguments to delivering a powerful message about why these kinds of beliefs can threaten the rule of law. He explains that if everyone decided the laws no longer applied to them, the entire legal system would collapse. The courtroom exchange grows even more intense as felony charges are discussed again. A jury trial is requested, and the judge leaves no doubt about where he stands on the defendant's claims.
And what email will I use to respond?
Yours would, the email that it comes from, which
Okay.
is PROS at
Okay.
stjosephcountymi.org. As far as witnesses, the people would intend to call Deputy Kevin Brooks, Detective Sergeant Brian Steers, Chris Catone from the TSA, and James Herdman, Special Agent, Diplomatic Security Service from the Detroit office.
Will all that be included with the email?
Yes, I will do a written witness list.
What's that officer's name?
The last one, James Herdman, Herdman. And then potentially this Cheryl Pulaski.
The owner of the car?
Yes. I don't believe there might have been another backup officer. Let me double check. I don't know if we'll need him, but.
Even though you have these mistaken beliefs, what's your objection to having an attorney to help you with this?
I do not choose to have anyone, any bar or associates representing me.
All right. If it is not charged as a felony, in the meantime, you're to be here August 16th at 8:30.
Okay.
And do you have any witnesses that you wish to call?
Potentially the owner of the car. I'm not sure at this point, but that would be one potential minimum. Other witnesses, would they be available?
One precaution, the owner of the car might have a Fifth Amendment right not to testify. If they're allowing you to drive the car without an operator's license, that could be a misdemeanor in and of itself.
All right, guys, the courtroom begins wrapping up, but the consequences are only becoming more real. The prosecution outlines an impressive witness list, including law enforcement and federal investigators, while the judge questions the defendant's decision to face such serious allegations without legal representation. Final trial arrangements are confirmed, setting the stage for what promises to be a much bigger legal battle ahead. If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more real courtroom moments, and we'll see you in the next video.